Matt here at J-Tech in Jacksonville. Today we're going to be talking about a hydraulic solenoid. It actually has a piston inside. It's spring loaded. You can see right down here on the bottom, you see how the whole system works. This solenoid actually will control a full system all with one piston, all inside. So today, gotta have your protective eye gear. Put them on, be safe. Hot day outside, but hey, always safe. All right, so we're gonna take the top off.
He said he'll do it.
We're gonna take the cap off of this. Now this is a 3-position piston. It normally stays in the middle, but can get shifted to the left or to the right. All depends on where you want the flow to go. So let's pull this top out. So now you see we've got our ground right here. We've got a positive, and it is ran off at AC voltage. That ground pin also goes all the way through this plastic block and down into this cast. So we're gonna have to pull that one. There's also four bolts holding on this plastic piece to the cast, and we're gonna pull those now. Now you're gonna see inside here, you see 2 metal pins down at the bottom. That comes from this block right here and goes through this plastic piece. So we're gonna have to pull this off. So we're gonna take this 7/8 wrench, put it on the end just like that, and we're gonna take it off. Now this side is spring loaded, so you gotta be careful. There is a spring inside of the cap. Alright, got it in the vice grip. So here you see I got it loose, breaking it loose. Now carefully pull that cap, and this slides right off. You see the 2 pins? We're gonna set these down exactly how you pulled them, so you don't lose anything. Hi, Clifford. You're gonna pull the remaining 4 screws. Something's got us held up. last screw. Alright, so here you can see that I've got this plastic block pulled from this. That's the surface it mates to. That's the grounding pin hole so that you can ground off. Alright, so next we're going to pull this end cap off. Let's just see what's behind it. I think there's another spring. So we're going to take the same 7/8. Nope, doesn't fit. So maybe a 1 1/16 will fit. Alright, gonna have to put it back in the clamp. Get it viced down nice and tight. Alright, so I broke it loose. We're gonna very easily pull that off. And you're gonna notice some washers. Got one washer here, as you can see. And inside, got a spring. It sits right inside. Right inside. Oh. You got this little plug. You set that inside the cap, and you set the spring in there. And you can see she sits nice in there, nice and flush. Now inside here is the piston. The piston pulls out pretty easily. You just gotta work it out very gently. This is your piston. This is what operates everything inside of this cylinder pack. You're gonna see these small groove holes. Those holes are meant to hold a very small amount of oil just to keep everything from getting all scratched up. You want a thin layer of oil going across the whole piston at all times. It's not a leak, it keeps it sealed, keeps it pressurized, and make sure no premature wear occurs, and make sure you don't get any scuffs all over this. You don't want this piece to be all scuffed up. So that's inside. Now to get this end off, you notice that there's two flat ends, one on that side and on this side. So we're going to take this wrench. We're gonna have to put it back in the vise. Alright, now that we got it broke loose, you can twist it by hand. Oh, made a little mess. That's okay. Alright. First thing to fall out is this washer. It's got a lip on it, so I know that sits inside of something. Another thing, another small washer. This is the important part. Is the pin and the spring that sits inside of the driver. So you're gonna sit those back inside, drop it back in, make sure it's all lined up. They're gonna take the big washer, put it down in there, small one, line it up. You're just gonna thread it in nice and gently. Once it gets on there nicely, bam. Snug her down, nice and tight. Flip her back over. You got this piston. Drop the piston on in. Remember, the same side that goes in comes out. Alright, now we're going to take the washer, put it back on. Take the screw, the bolt with the spring in it. Put it back in. Tighten her down nice and tight. Take a big socket wrench to it. Change it to tightening. Tighten her down. Alright, other end. Basically just slide that on. Take the screw cap. Screw that on nice and snug. You're going to take this, line those 2 pinholes up on him. Bam, just like that. Now we're going to take this, tighten them all the way down. So now that I've gotten the top tightened down, you're going to want to tighten down the ground pin. This one, the blower one. Alright, now we're going to put the cover back on so you don't get no debris inside of the assembly. And it's 106 degrees in this warehouse today. 106. Can you believe that? 106 degrees. Yeah, I'm sweating pretty good. Get it tightened down nice and good. Wipe off some sweat. Now, hydraulics make life so much easier in many ways. Hydraulic fluid can pressure just about anything. We use them every day just to do the slightest bit of work. It makes life so much easier. And they're not too hard to figure out. So like I said, this three position control valve, like shown below, that shows you how the piston moves inside this block to allow oil flow. As you see, 1, 2, 3, 4 ports. 1's a return, 3's are sending, and these make hydraulic systems so efficient. It's amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video breakdown. Hope you guys have a good one.